But right now we've got Majicbear versus Sharrieff, which pre-tournament, like before I'd seen any of these qualifier results, I would give that one to Majicbear in a heartbeat, because he was just tearing everybody a new one in Fusion 1v1. But that Majicbear not really showing up yet in the Salt Mine. So Sharrieff, he definitely has a chance here to get the upset win. Jairus managed to win 0 matches in 3 qualifiers. Feels bad. Well, yeah, he didn't play in the first one because he was what do you call it? He had like some I think family function or something that he had planned for a while, so he couldn't do that, or he couldn't do that and play. Had to pick one. Oh wow, we got Majicbear in the Merc, a very green Merc today. How long has he been messing about in this car? It's gonna be interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a Merc score a pinch shot. Yeah, I've liked what I've seen from Sharrieff recently, and my goodness, that is a bullet of a shot. Want to see plenty more of those. 115 kilometers an hour, full volley. Who is this again? Is this Sharrieff? Or is it First Skiller? Wow, that was impressive. No chance on Majicbear's end to save that one. But yeah, who do you guys have winning this? Like I said, pre-tournament, I would have given it to Majicbear, but after seeing Majicbear in Salt Mine and really not performing as well as he did in Fusion, I don't know. I think Sharrieff might have this. It really is a close one though. Parsi played in the Merc as well, so they played Merc against each other. Oh no, wait, I see what you mean. Sharrieff played the Merc. Nice save by Sharrieff. Or Parsi played the Merc against Sharrieff. Gotcha. That was a really nice save. Majicbear is still struggling to find a way through. And yeah, they are both streaming this match, so you can check out their streams. Just as I always say, do remember that the players are not going to have E for Everybody language, so if you're coming here from the in-game esports button expecting that, then you tune into a player stream. Just be aware that that is for mature audiences only. Sharrieff is crushing it right now. This is some confident stuff. This is reminiscent of what we saw from Scrubkilla earlier on in the EU bracket. Just taking 0 prisoners. Brilliant challenge angle. I mean, that works against anybody whose name isn't Gengar, because they can't see you coming if you're right behind the ball. But I've not seen Sharrieff play this fast in pretty much ever. This is extremely clean. Gonna control the ball back into the corner with the block style kickoff. Wow, Sharrieff is on right now. This is something else. Very, very quick. Very nice moves. I'm speechless. I've never seen Sharrieff play this fast before. This is levels above what we've seen from him. And I mean, we have seen some pretty mechanical plays from him recently, but nothing like this. This is unreal. And he's, you know, pulling it out in the tournament when it matters most. Majicbear off the post. No bump on Sharrieff as he leaves the half. Why did Melodic FF? He got confused. He thought his match was later, but just like every other day and every other round 2 match that we've done for the Salt Mine qualifier so far, they do immediately follow the round 1 matches. So I don't know where he got that idea, but yeah, he missed his match. He played round 1 and then he just missed round 2 because he forgot, I guess. Or brain fart. Really big one. Sharrieff is absolutely killing the game right now. This is disgusting. I mean, with a performance like this is what I mean when I say, you know, there's a few players who can just run through an entire bracket when they're feeling good. Sharrieff is one of those guys who, I mean, he's done it in the past. He made it all the way through the best of 1 single elimination bracket to be the 12th Titan in 12 Titans Year 2, beating absolutely everybody in his path. Not got a dodge here though, and that's going to make it impossible to follow up on this one. Majicbear trying to sneak it in at the near post, but he can't get that one on either. Yeah, you've got to love Sharrieff after, you know, seeing him qualify for 12 Titans Year 2. I was immediately a fan. You know, just the refusal to give up in those games against Rettles, who's now having a great Rocket League career for himself. At the time, Sharrieff got the better of him. AJ gonna quit forever if it keeps up. Is AJ getting beaten right now? Hold up. AJ against J-Bot. Surely that's a win for AJ. No way. No way does J-Bot win against AJ. Wow, J-Bot is 5-1 up against AJ? What? Well, that is a surprise. AJ coming back to give it another go in Qualifier 3 here. Hopefully for his sake he can step it up, or yeah, that will 100% be a forfeit for Q4. No way do I see him play Q4 if he just bombs out of this one again. Majicbear's lagging a lot. Might be time to turn the stream off. I mean, streaming games is a good way to make sure you lag sometimes. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at Sharif go. 7-1. He is absolutely smashing Majicbear. I've never seen anybody beat Majicbear this badly. Just over 3 minutes into the game, 7-1. Tiebreakers are series score head-to-head, game score head-to-head, series win percentage overall, and game win percentage overall. So lots of tiebreakers to ensure that there will be no ties. Yeah, Majicbear's got to go off the mark, I think. This isn't working for him. I'm not liking what I'm seeing in the mark for Majicbear. He's sluggish, slow, and indecisive compared to a very fast Sharif on the day. Third Brazil in a row. Is Sharif just popping off right now? Maybe he is. Maybe he's just on fire and not going to be beatable. So let's see what Majicbear's plan is to try and slow Sharif down. Is he going to try and take him on in this mechanical battle? I mean, back in the Fusion qualifiers, we saw Majicbear playing some pretty quick Rocket League. He was able to take down Mile twice in a row. But that's not always the plan that players go for when you're up against someone who's just popping off mechanically. Sometimes it's better to try and go with the feints, the fakes, the mind games route rather than just charging head on into them. I think game 1, sorry, is already pretty much in the bag. Magic's lagging a fair amount. Like I said, I mean, if he's still streaming after lagging, you know, put 2 and 2 together, I'd say that's probably the reason. Honestly believe Sharif's best day is better than anyone else in North America. I would disagree with that. I think that even on Sharif's best day, I would have First Skiller beating him. Because, yeah, Sharif's best day, I mean, mechanically, is still not going to be better than First Skiller. In my opinion. And, yeah, First Skiller is a bit of a smarter player as well. Overall, more well-rounded. So I think that he'd definitely have that boogeyman to deal with. But, yeah, I could see him beating Lion Blaze if he plays like this. I could see him beating Mile. I could see him beating Kinsey if he plays this well. Like, all the guys, apart from First Skiller, basically, I could see Sharif winning against if he plays this well. You know, you've got to also think that there's other players who have got ridiculous peak ability as well. I think Forky's one of those guys. I've seen some ridiculous things from him in the past. He's crushing Chronic, a player who's, you know, one of the best in North America for the past year. Calm, another player who can just elevate his game to ridiculous levels and just become unbeatable. Do I think Sharif can beat Khaled? Well, obviously he can, but do I think he would? No. I don't think any player in North America would beat Khaled in 1v1, including First Skiller. I don't think anybody would beat him. They've never faced anybody who is as solid mentally and strategically as Khaled. There just isn't anybody that solid on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. EU biased? I'm just Khaled biased, bro. I think he's the best 1v1 player. Simple. Except Fairy. Well, yeah, Fairy's mental is just as good. Probably, yeah, same level strategically. Like, Khaled and Fairy were just the perfect match for each other on that day in the Fusion Grand Finals, and Khaled just got faked right at the end. It was the only difference between them. They were complete equals up until that point. Yeah, nobody, I don't think anyone in North America plays at that level. Like, Khaled has forced the entire EU server to get better at once because he was so much better than everybody else. You just look at Saltmine year 1 for EU. Khaled was on another level. He forced the entire region to develop alongside him if they were going to have any chance against his style. And, you know, until someone in NA does that, until someone in NA dominates to that level, you're not going to see strategical masterminds. It's all going to be about the mechanics, and it still is. You know, I've seen Kinsey and Lionblaze recently. They're the two players who have been the most successful with the more methodical style. But, you know, they're not doing it to anywhere near the level Khaled does. Nice challenge here by Majicbear. Sharif had a pretty good shot on the first goal. However, Majicbear's defense was pretty poor for it. Now, this time it was like combination of Sharif not shooting well and Majicbear picking a very good challenge angle. Oh, where's Sharif going here? He's way out of the game, and Majicbear's ahead 2-1 now. Khaled's the best in EU, even though he has to play higher ping. Yeah, I mean, the fact that Khaled can do all that with 80 ping is pretty ridiculous. Pretty insane. There have been other players in the past who have been really good with high ping as well. It's not just Khaled who's done that historically. I mean, Cux used to have to play with a pretty poor connection. Dapper as well was, I'd say, the best 1v1 player in the world for a time, with a US West connection, which is the exact same as Khaled plays with now. So, you know, there are players who have managed to do that before. It's just, to me, more impressive that Khaled can do it now in the modern game, which is so much faster and so much more punishing on every small mistake. It's a bit of a unfortunate 50-50 for Majicbear. Sharif barreling into the corner. He's mixing up his kickoff very well right now. Sharif is definitely keeping Majicbear guessing. Oh, look at the moves by Sharif. Huge mind game to equalize 3-3. That is so well played. Perfect read, perfect block. Majicbear loses his 3-1 lead in a heartbeat. Yeah, I agree. It is extremely amazing how much 1v1 gameplay has evolved. Majicbear misses the rebound here. Sharif decides to play the ball instead of for the demo. He did have the option. So I think the one scene is better in EU or North America. What you mean, like which region has the better players? I would say the EU server by a fair margin. I think, you know, I've said recently that my top 5 1v1 players worldwide, four would be from EU. First Killer's the only one I would put in the top 5 from NA. So, you know, it goes down the board as well. You know, top 10 is still going to be mostly EU. Top 20 is still mostly EU. They're just more good players. I mean, talent breeds talent until you get a 1v1 LAN, where then North American players can play against the EU guys. They're not going to get a chance to elevate. We saw the same thing happening in... Oh my goodness, what was that? Majicbear just pitched it off both posts. What? Yeah, we saw the same thing in 3v3 for a while. EU was, you know, by far the most dominant region in threes. Obviously, the first RLCS went to a North American team. But after that, it was 2 EU versus EU finals in a row. In fact, the one after that was an EU versus EU final as well. There's only one we got to Season 5 that it was EU versus NA, then it was EU versus NA again, and I think it was EU versus NA in every season since then, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, very close, but out. Sharif denied. Majicbear just manages to squeak this out of the goal. What a game. Very close to both players conceding. The posts coming to their rescue. Nice challenge again by Sharif, though. He's coming in reverse from Majicbear's blind spot. And, you know, we're talking a lot about Sharif's mechanics today, but his strategy's been on point as well. He is playing very, very well. Who did I have in my top 5? I had Khaled, Jorias, Fairy, Alpha, and First Killer. They were my top 5. At least I believe that was my top 5 that I said the other day. Yeah, Fairy's inactive, so probably if you have to put another one in there instead of Fairy, maybe apparently Jack would be next in line. Nice little demo here by Sharif. Is he going to play for possession? No, just going to go for another goal. That's a bit risky. Majicbear was there after the respawn. It wasn't open. No scrub in there? Top 5? No, not right now. Dead Monster, man. Dead Monster's got to get more results before he can be considered top 5, top 10. Might be squeaking into top 20 after his recent result. Flakes, no, I've not seen anything from Flakes recently. to indicate that he's a top 5 ones player. His first number 5? Yeah, probably. First or alpha number 5. I'd put Fairy Jory as Cal as the easy top 3 right now. Then it's first or alpha for the next one. Sharif. Looking a bit like Scrubkilla Qual 2. Which is not something you want to look like, unfortunately, for him. As Majicbear just walks it in at the other end of the field. Majicbear just shut off his stream. He's really tilted. I mean, if he's lagging, it's probably a good idea to turn the stream off. Yeah, it was good pieces of control by Sharif, but wasn't really getting anywhere. Now he's got to be careful. Majicbear giving him a lot of respect, actually. Backs way off, and now here comes Sharif. Goes for another mind game, and Majicbear with a huge challenge. Will tie up the game. Bit too cheeky for Sharif, perhaps. He wanted the mind game, and he's not even behind the ball. You know, if you're combining your mind game with some kind of a block or a dunk to at least cover some of the counter-attacking angles, I think it's a lot more safe. And that wasn't very safe in Majicbear's end. Sharif uses all of his boost, does not get much out of it. Now he's bumping Majicbear away from this one. A couple of bumps, 3 bumps to be exact. Pretty important that he got those as well. Sharif just trying to buy time. Majicbear looking to tie up the series. He doesn't really do too much with this attack. Sharif's going to sneak in front of him. Almost gets another successful mind game. Streaming was impairing his internet. Well, yeah, I said this a few times. It's pretty obvious to me. I mean, all it would take is like one lag spike and I'd be like, yeah, I should probably stop streaming if I was in his shoes. But obviously he wants to stream these games, and you guys should check out his stream another day if he isn't live anymore. Majicbear really needs this game for his confidence, and that might be it. No Sharif. Oh, it is going to be Majicbear. I thought Sharif had this. Away to the side, but Majicbear not having any of that with a clear ball. Just slams it over his head. Very nice by Majicbear. Top 5 NA. First killer. Then your next 3 would be Kinsey, Lion Blaze, and Mile. Yeah, Majicbear definitely not having the best time of the internet, but did get that game in the bag. That's huge for him. He'll need to try and fix this, though, because we're not doing any restarts here. We're not doing any pausing for internet during these qualifiers. Top 5 OCE? I haven't got a clue, mate. I haven't got a clue. Yeah, these guys are typing GG a lot of the time, guys. Relax. No one is better clutching defeat from the jaws of victory than Sharif. I don't know where you got that idea from. I mean, I wouldn't say Sharif is particularly synonymous with clutching defeat from the jaws of victory. I'm not sure where the crowd went for Manfield Night here. They just went very quiet at the end of that game. I don't know who my number 5 NA would be. You know, if we're looking at the Fusion Ones tournament, you'd probably want to put either J-Russ or Majicbear in there. Gotta remember Chronic as well, although he's not in this tournament. He's had lots of success in ones for North America. AJ, East Coast AJ. Okay, yeah, East Coast AJ. Top 5 NA. But no, maybe not West Coast AJ. And West Coast is where AJ's at right now. Yeah, J-Russ and Majicbear not having very good tournaments in the Salt Mine qualifiers. Neither is AJ. None of those guys are. So if we're looking at just top 5 performers here, then it would have to be Wondamike, I think. I reckon Wondamike is he's had some great moments. Already 1-0 for Sharif. Going by Iz here. Decent challenge. Just stayed low enough so as not to allow Majicbear to go underneath him, but that's past Sharif now. Good speed as he tracks it back into the corner. Am I British? I am indeed. I'm from Scotland, to be precise. J-Bot Sue 0 on AJ right now. Wow, what is happening to AJ? West Coast AJ not pulling it out of the bag. That's still pretty crazy, though. I never thought that J-Bot would beat him. You put Chronic at number 2? Not really. I mean, AJ crushed him recently in a show match when AJ was on East Coast. So, you know, what are you basing Chronic number 2 off? Salt Mine 1, which was half a year ago. Obviously, it's somewhat important, but not as important as Fusion 1v1 and its more recent show matches. Chronic's too inconsistent. Chronic's definitely a very consistent player. I wouldn't say it's inconsistency that is his problem. Well, that's beautiful by Sharif. Another brilliant turn and a nice shot as well. How about that for a combination? Sharif just catches the ball as he comes down off the ceiling. Majicbear had no idea where he was going with it, and before he can even recover, Sharif has shot the ball over him. That's when you know you're watching someone who's in the flow state. He was just right there in the game, moving perfectly. Majicbear's going to get a kickoff goal to open the scoring for him in this game. Mechanical playstyle is too inconsistent, as shown by AJ and Forky. I think AJ's just struggling playing for the West Coast. I've seen him comment in the past. He says he doesn't know how Khaled does it. Like playing with 80 plus ping, he just doesn't understand how Khaled can do it. And you know, players who are used to playing with that good connection, obviously are going to struggle with it. Khaled used to it. Oh wow, Sharif did not read that bounce and he's missed the open net. Nice one, he says to himself. Complete open net miss, and technically another one as well as he failed to read, but Majicbear's not there for this one, and Sharif will give himself another nice one in the chat. Let the replay go? Nah, bro. We don't need to see that goal again. I'll let it go if we need to see the goal again, but we don't need to watch that one. 1v1 takes quite a long time if you watch all the replays. Man, Sharif's shooting is disgusting right now. Is that in? Oh, it just bounces out. So close. It's such a nice shot, though. Loving his use of air roll to just get as much power as possible in all these touches. That should be another goal for Sharif. Majicbear completely out of the game. Sharif's going to stop it on the goal line. No, he doesn't go for it. I would have loved to see him stop that. Force Majicbear to come to him. Also, Sharif not really one for slowing down once he's gotten rolling at this pace. He's going to keep going full speed ahead. It's very much Game 1 Majicbear again. Bit strange to see the return of Game 1 Majicbear. I thought though he was gone after the last game. Ended up being significantly more impressive for him. But yeah, Game 1 Majicbear is back, and so is Game 1 Sharif. 6-1. Another devastating blow to Majicbear, and there's another one. Just going straight in off the kickoff. I wonder if we'll see a different car from Majicbear in the next game. He's just way too side on here. He doesn't read Sharif's kickoff either. Any playstyle can be effective if you have the capacity to keep control against your opponent. Yeah, seems smart. I mean, I've been kind of saying the same thing, I guess, with not exactly with those. With that line of thinking. Majicbear is stunned. He's absolutely stunned. Sharif is just rolling straight through him. It's not the best challenge angle by Majicbear. Sharif slams another one in. If Lethamyr were more active, would I say him and Khaled would be a good matchup? Yeah, I think it would be a good matchup, but Khaled is more mechanical than Lethamyr, so that's where Lethamyr would struggle. I think they're pretty even when it comes to strategical ability in ones, but Khaled's mechanics are so underrated. Like, people don't realize how good of a player Khaled is mechanically. Same thing as Fairy Peak. Like, Fairy Peak for the longest time never got the respect he deserved for his mechanics, because he would just beat people with ground shots and flicks and it wouldn't be close. But Fairy Peak obviously is insanely gifted mechanically as well. We see that all the time in 3v3. And Khaled is the same. He's got nutty mechanics. I've never seen Khaled struggle to keep up with somebody mechanically, no matter who they are, no matter how good their mechanics are. We've seen him play Astral and beat him multiple times. So, like, Khaled's mechanics are insane. He just doesn't really have to do anything fancy. His fundamentals are enough. So yeah, although Leth would be a good match for him in that regard, mechanically he would really struggle. He would be, I think, too slow, not efficient enough. And he doesn't have as many moves offensively as well. But Khaled's got the clips, you know? He doesn't need them, but he's got them. You smell a reverse sweep? Well, I don't know how you get a reverse sweep in a 1-1 series, bro, but if you're smelling a Majicbear comeback, I don't know where you're smelling that from either. I don't think he's coming back in this one, personally. Sharif is difficult to stop once he gets rolling, and he is rolling right now. There's always been players in the 1 scenes for both EU and NA who are... It's very momentum based, and Sharif's one of those guys. I know Forky was talking about this moments ago, but he's, you know, someone else I'd put in that category. Seen him absolutely crush tough competition in the past. Same as Sharif. I've seen him dominate in series where he's really not supposed to be destroying his opponent, and he just does. But it seems like the players who are momentum based are also the players who have the bigger slumps. It's strange that the two coincide as often as they do. But luckily for Sharif, his slumps, they tend to be between, like, you know, they don't show up and disappear mid-series. It's mostly day to day. Like, you'll have a good day and a bad day. It won't really be a bad series and a good series, or a good game and a bad game. It'll just be like, okay, Sharif's playing well today, so I expect him to keep playing well for the rest of the day. It's the biggest 1v1 comeback I've seen. I've seen multiple 6-goal comebacks. That is a beautiful shot from Sharif. I mean, it's a kickoff goal, but still just gorgeous. Absolutely perfect placement. AJ won a game, so it's 1-2 over there, right? Okay. So you get, yeah, J-Bot gave the controller to James Bot for that game. Serious score between Forky and Lion. Lion took it in a sweep. The games were very competitive, all three of them. The first one kind of got away from Forky at the end, but the other two were both 1-goal games. And Lion Blaze was on the right side of the 1-goal differential both times. Majicbear is going to need to do something and do it quick, because, you know, pre-tournament, he definitely looked like one of the favorites to make it into the main event, but he's running out of time to put lots of points on the board. You know, fortunately for Majicbear, in the last qualifier, he had a pretty easy run through to the semi-finals. It was a very good bracket draw for him. But this time he's run into Sharif, who was in his segment of the bracket for yesterday's and the day before's qualifier, U2, but didn't show for his match. So Majicbear definitely happy that Sharif didn't show for that match, seeing what's happening right now. And it's not going to get any better for him. We've got the Octane from Majicbear now, so he is going to go full circle back to the car that we've seen him play so well in recent past. Will you pay me to talk to you over FaceTime about anything while you go to sleep? Name your price. I don't know, man. Why not just watch my videos on my stream? How about that? Then you don't even have to pay. It's just free. A lot of people have already asked me the first killer Khaled BO7. I've predicted for Khaled 4-2, and I'll stick to that until I see it happen. What separates Jarius from the rest? Well, there's a few things. Firstly, unbelievable defense, so he doesn't even have to challenge a lot of the times that other players might have to, because his goalkeeping and his shadowing is so effective. Secondly, he's got a very, very difficult to read offense. So yeah, you're going to struggle to read that guy. He just does things you don't expect. And yeah, thirdly, he's just a very, very smart player. Very, very smart player. It's like the weakness of Jarius is definitely the mental game. We've seen him get reverse swept by apparently Jack. We've seen him crumble in the final of Q1 against Khaled when things didn't go his way. So it's all about the mental game for Jarius. When he fixes that, I think he'll be one of the greats for sure. I mean, he already is, but he could easily be one of the best ones players of all time if he just figures out how to play more consistently under pressure. Jarius, our first killer. Who do I have winning? Jarius. Jarry's too smart. Oh, Majicbear misses the read. Now, can Sharif put this in? Airwell shot into the bar. He's wave dashing to stay with it. Majicbear is right there behind the ball, though. Is that going to be a goal for him? Hard hit, and that's going to do it. 3-3. Sharif a bit risky on this one. Add more things to spend channel points on. I don't know. We're okay for now. Like, during these big qualifier streams and big tournament streams, I don't think we need that. Who's faster, Khaled or First Killer? I think First Killer is the fastest player in the world, but it's not by a lot. Like, I think Khaled is... I mean, Khaled is teammates with Ahmad. He knows what speed looks like, so he's very familiar. Oh, nice mind game. Majicbear really selling this one. Just barely misses the ball on purpose, so he can get this one to go behind Sharif. Push-ups for channel points, I think that's a bad idea, man. I think that is a bad idea. Wait, where's Sharif going here? Oh, he thought it was a goal? What? Sharif just stopped moving. Did he think that was an easy goal for Majicbear and he's just waiting for it to happen? Then he realizes, hold on a second, this is just way up in the air. Majicbear can't score that. One of Majicbear's better recoveries here. He does look a lot quicker in the Octane, looks more confident as well. Sharif is still making some nasty moves. Talk about Jari has been hard to read in offense. Well, how about Sharif as well? You just don't know what he's planning. He's weaving and ducking and diving around the ball really well. Oh, it's a controller DC. Gotcha, okay. It did look a bit weird, but the timing of it was so strange. It looked like you might just expect a kickoff goal to be occurring. That's not bouncing in this time, but Sharif is still in a really good position to take this game and to take this series. Nice late reset on the ball. Majicbear's right there. Stop it from continuing onwards. Series score, Jarius versus First Killer. Probably same thing as Khaled. First Killer, just a 4-2 for Jarius, I would say. Sharif looking for the lead. That's a bit of a heavy touch, though. He gives it away. Also gave Majicbear a way to close the distance. What's the AJ score, guys? How's it getting on? Sharif on the rebound. Majicbear with a great pre-jump save. Sharif stuck on the post here. Another hard clear by Majicbear. I think he's missed it, though. And Sharif is going to try and stop him from rebounding. And Majicbear's missed the rebound as well. He tried to read this as it bounced down, but he could not get under it. Majicbear's going for the in and out save here. Sharif plays right into it. Now, you might have heard Majicbear moving there. Thought he had to get a quick ball going. Kind bounce to Majicbear, who almost sets up Sharif on the easy counter attack. Sharif thinking about the demo, decides to play the ball instead. Majicbear not in his comfort zone here. This is not where you want to be. Sharif's been scoring so consistently from this kind of range, and he does again. Perfect shot by Sharif, not for the first time, just sneaking it by. Majicbear down by a goal, about to drop out in round of 16 if he can't come back here. This is not where he wants to be. He wants to be putting more points on the board. Stay in the top 4. Sharif trying to get into it for the first time. Yeah, Jarius is playing Qualifier 4, I've heard, so still has a good chance to qualify. Majicbear just missed again. That's another open net gone astray, and he's missed the ball. Oh man, he's so tilted. Everything is going wrong for him now. But there's still time, and he's still got the boost. He's still got the ball. He just needs to take a few deep breaths, stay calm, get the job done, because there is another opportunity, and there it is. Majicbear air dribbles it in off a low wall shot. Brilliant delayed dodge. Just kept on getting touches. Sent it too fast for Sharif to catch up on. That is going to be so important for Majicbear's confidence. Scoring a banger like that. Do you think I could beat anyone in Salt Mine? Absolutely not. Majicbear actually getting a winning goal here. How did Sharif end up in this position? Oh dear, Sharif actually way out of line here. Went for the boost seal, but just took so long to turn back to the ball. Majicbear just beats him to it. And this could be a 2-goal lead, actually. It will be. Sharif from 1 goal ahead to 2 goals down. in hardly any time at all. And, you know, we're going from talking about him winning the series to now Majicbear having all the momentum. What a weird series. What a strange back and forth between these two. Majicbear deserves this. Well, I mean, if Sharif wins this, then he obviously deserves to win. It's nothing to do with luck in 1v1. This is better for Majicbear. I'm preferring what he's doing in the Octane way more than the other cars, but one thing I'm pretty concerned about is these open net misses. He's just done again. And Sharif is coming at him now with time left in the clock. Now Majicbear is completely faked. What a move by Sharif. 11 seconds. And he pulls out a phenomenal read. Oh, just totally sold him with that little jump. 11 seconds left now. Sharif with an opportunity to make yet another late comeback. He's done this so many times in the past, and that might be a goal actually. Majicbear with a big bump onto Sharif, who was trying to bump him. High ball by Majicbear. That could be it. It's dropping, and it's going into game 4. What a nail biter between these two. It's been Sharif dominating all the odd games, and then Majicbear scraping wins in the even games. Turbo officially on Envy, really? I love it. I didn't know anything about this at all. People always expect me to know these behind the scenes player swaps, but I never do. I would love it if you're actually trying to bait me into leaking that, but I actually I never even knew that was a thing. So yeah, I love the idea of somebody trying to, you know, bait me into leaking something. I just don't know behind the scenes anything with Rocket League, so I don't know the leaks. He tweeted 2 minutes ago. So wait, this whole going back to EU thing was all bait. Game 5, Sharif Majicbear. Better near post work there by Majicbear. And that is confident. Sharif not too happy about that one in the quick chat. AJ's gone to game 5 as well. Oh, it looks like Sharif may have had his controller DC again. I don't know if it would have mattered though. That was yeah, it was pretty open for Majicbear on the counter attack. Early challenge by Majicbear. He's been bringing his best games in the Octane for sure. Can he get another good one at the end of this series? Good challenge again by Sharif. Thinking about going for this one. Decides to dodge after hitting the ball. That's interesting. It wasn't too far off. A good rebound. Just circling the edge of the box now. Perfect flick by Sharif. Oh, that's actually perfect. Majicbear didn't have an easy tackle here, but even if he did, I don't think it would have mattered. Sharif puts it in the top corner. Do the replays get uploaded? Yeah, if you go to the Liquipedia page for any of the qualifiers and scroll down to the bottom, you'll see a link to the replays. Pre-jump save. Pre-flip save as well by Sharif. That's huge. Majicbear thought he had a kickoff goal. He better think again. Could any team beat 3 Fairy Peaks? That's an interesting one. I think, yeah, it could beat them. Would I, you know, put money on them beating 3 Fairy Peaks? I don't know. Maybe just the actual team vitality instead of 3 Fairy Peaks, because 3 Fairy Peaks would probably have to practice for a long time before they got as good as vitality are right now. I don't know who you guys think the best team in the world is right now in threes, but oh my days, Majicbear. Oh my goodness, he's done it again. That is a total open net miss, and this is happening far too often. And that card says it all. He overhit that first touch so badly, and you could see that he knew he'd overhit the first touch. Scrambled to try and put it into the net, but instead, he just makes it even worse by giving away the possession and a goal. That is a disaster for Majicbear. An absolute disaster. Again, Sharif pre-flipping into the corner to go for this save. Majicbear's dinked it over him. Brilliant placement. And this entire play was really smart by Majicbear. He didn't shoot the kickoff goal on target because he knew that Sharif was there. I love how much boost he's been able to save as well. Main event is July 1st to 5th for EU and NA. Same days for both tournaments. EU and NA streams will be combined for the main event. They're just going to roll one into the other, I believe. Okay, 4-2. Sharif back in the driver's seat by a couple of goals. Oh, wow. Thought Majicbear got that boost for sure, but actually, rather Sharif. I thought he got it, but Majicbear stole it away from him. Ricky beats Seabass. Yeah, after Ricky's running Q2, I'm not at all surprised to see him advancing over Seabass, who struggled in these quals. Not having a good time in any of them yet. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure yet what the casting is going to look like for the main event in terms of like, you know, will I be casting all of them? But I will be casting a lot of them, yeah. Gorgeous reset by Majicbear. Sharif tripped on the post just ever so slightly. Best ones player of all time, very peak. No discussion. Scrub Kill a second. Probably Khaled third. Nice challenge again by Sharif. He's been challenging very well in reverse today. It's not easy to do because a bit harder to build momentum and really force your way through a ball, but Majicbear is going to equalize either way. It looks like Sharif wanted the demo and just missed it. It was close. He did not make contact. Nah, Fairy Pig's not played any show matches recently. He's not interested in playing 1v1 unless there's some team dynamic to it. Nice shot by Sharif. Majicbear pretty careless in this play. Running all the way into the corner for the boost. Sharif realized where he was and thought, oh, okay, well, if you're over there, that means your net's open. I'm just going to put it in there if you don't mind. Khaled is 18, I believe. Or wait. Yeah, I think he's 18 or 19 or something. If I'm not mistaken, Senzo's the oldest of the SRG bunch. Oh, wow, bump by Majicbear. Well, that's a little pull shot save by him. I think Senzo's the oldest, and then Ahmed and Khaled are both like, I think Senzo's like 21, and then Ahmed and Khaled are like 19, 20 or something. Do I like commentating more, ones or threes? It's hard to pick, honestly. Well, right now, my favorite thing to commentate is definitely 3v3 LANs, but online, I prefer commentating 1v1 because the games are more tense in general. You get more good games and more good series just overall, on average. Like on a day, if I'm casting 4 1v1 series, more likely that one of them's going to be a banger than if I'm casting 4 3v3 series, where it's just, I guess, less guaranteed that you're going to get some good ones. But I think if there was 1v1 LANs, that would probably be my favorite thing to cast. I think I would probably rather cast 1v1 LANs than 3v3 LANs, but we don't have any 1v1 LANs, so I don't know that for a fact yet. I just expect that if 1v1 LANs ever become a thing in Rocket League, that they will be the pinnacle of like Rocket League viewership, excitement, and scriptedness and craziness. I don't think you're going to beat that. Oh, Khaled is 17. Oh, okay, so SRD's 19, 18, 17. My mistake. I thought he was 18. 5 each. Majicbear ties it up, but only briefly. Sharif going to show him how an open net's done. He still looked like the favorite for most of today. You know, you look at all these 5 games together, Sharif definitely a level above Majicbear on the day as a whole. But it doesn't matter if you've crushed it in 2 games. They still only count for 1 point each. Majicbear just trying to squeak out another win. Just trying to make it into day 2 of the 3rd qualifier here. Oh, that's so well played. Sharif saw the bump coming and he just stays so far away from it. Majicbear backflips by mistake. And with a 2-goal lead in 18 seconds of the clock, I think Sharif's done it. He's played so well today. Some of the best Rocket League I've seen him ever play. And if he can bring this tomorrow, then we might see a deeper run from him. No question about it. Majicbear still in with a chance to qualify as well. He's going to be on 13 points overall in his standings. So I think he's still in the top 4 for the points distribution. I mean, what Majicbear is hoping for is that somebody who's ahead of him in points wins this qualifier. Because if that happens, then he's going to move up a position in the points leaderboard. Oh, good shot. So, maybe a late chance for Majicbear. Still very unlikely. That's a bad touch though by Sharif. He could have won the game if a better touch to the corner there. Yeah, people are telling me turbo sign to envy. That's pretty cool. Love to hear it. And that's going to be game over. Sharif beats Majicbear, who's still having a rough time in Salt Mine 2 qualifiers. You know, a rough time compared to what we expected from him. We thought you'd be I thought you would be a finalist in one of the quals by now. But that has not ended up being the case, as he gets eliminated in round 2. Sharif advances to the quarterfinals. And if I'm not mistaken, that's Sharif's first quarterfinals appearance. We'll take a look at the bracket right now and see if I'm right about that. So, qualifier 2, obviously Sharif did end up missing his round 1 match. Oh no, Sharif made quarterfinals one other time, so he's made quarters before. Lost to Alpha Kep in a couple of close games, then a blowout. That means that Sharif's up to 8 points in the overall standings. Very interesting. We're seeing points end up on the same players over and over again in North America. This one hasn't updated, but yeah, Sharif up to 8 now. He's just missing out on the points leaderboard. Lion Blaze 23, Kinsey 19. You don't see replays at the bottom. Let me see if I can find it. I thought the replays for the Liquipedia page are at the bottom. Maybe they're on the finals page. Maybe the Liquipedia guys haven't put them up yet on the page, but I'm sure they will be released soon.